Hello out there, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. I am the Grand Mistress, JR, Grand Mistress of Shadow Style. And, well, we've taken care of things here. So, now that we have this lovely new, Decker on hand, let's get out of here. We know what happened to Green Winters, and, was not pretty. Was not pretty in the slightest. Ooh, Smart Link 80. 80's Predator. We'll get a data check at some point. It's nice to have something like that. Got a little bit of money. It's really all that needed to be done, and all of our main things have been taken care of. Oh, I did also get to Karma, so there's... I may want to put that into something. Put a little bit more into strength, if for no other reason than so I can actually throw grenades farther than at my feet. Da 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 da. We just got us a Decker. Your team makes its way back to the nearest U-Bahn station. 20 minutes later, you're on a return trip to the cruise bazaar, leaving the filth of Drogan Kippa behind. The image of Green Winter's twisted corpse continues to linger in your mind. You lift one of the discs that you pulled from Winter's safe to the light. Reflection stands off of its surface. With luck, you'll soon have the answers you've been looking for. Okay. Oh, we got some more karma. Eight. Let's see here. What do I want to get here? On a bump. Okay. Let's bump my charisma up to 5. And my biotech up to 3. Alright. Alright, Niger. I can either make her a shotgun specialist or a sniper specialist. Honestly, I think I'm going to make her the shotgun specialist. Alright. Blitz is already level 2, he's set in. Level 2 advancement for Glory. Either make her a specialist with the razors or a specialist with the pistol. I use her razors more often than not. So, that's what she'll get. And Dietrich, Anarchist Shotgun. Let's go with the meltdown. Okay. Alright, we got everybody advanced. And now we got Blitz in our hideout. Well, this time's been waiting absolutely positive. Have to get into a system. Amsel's expression is harder than you've ever seen before. When he speaks, his voice is grim. Iger told me of Winter's death. She said that he died in the same manner Monika did. She shouldn't have done that. It's my job, not hers. Do not be too hard on her. The sight of Winter's body has shaken her to a considerable extent. She also mentioned that you found something in Winter's safe. A package full of very old discs. May I see them? Sure. Good God. I haven't seen one of these since I was a boy. This is a DVD-RW, a data storage medium from the mid-2000s. Amazed Winters was able to find a device that could play it. You know how we can read these things? The first disc that I looked at might be readable. The others are damaged, some severely so. I have my doubts about them. For now, let's concentrate on the undamaged disc. There's a little shop outside, the Data Haven. Talk to the proprietor, Monika. She might be able to help. Tell her to put the cost of the device on my account. First things first. Let's go into the computer. Nothing knows. That's BBS. Let's do some team talking before we head out. What's up, Glory? I don't care. Edgar. When Monika died, I was pissed. That probably doesn't come as a huge surprise, but I took that anger out on you and I should. Seeing Winter's body like that was enough to convince me. You couldn't have done anything to help Monika, and I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monika was a good friend. Her death hurt. I got carried away and I said some things I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for them. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Well, there are a few things I'd like to say. Go ahead, nice talking. I accept your apology. If you ever insult me in front of the team again, I'm going to regret it. That's a promise. Some backbone. That's good to see. Don't worry, CrimsonTalon. I won't question your competence again. Not in front of the others, at least. But I won't. What kind of concerns? Basic ones. I don't want to see history repeat. So. Go in there, fearless leader. Let's just say I've had some bad luck with underexperienced teammates and leave it at that. You should go, fearless leader. I got prep work to do before our next run. You got more important things to do than watch me pack my gear. Well, at least I got more out of her this time. Any thoughts on the last run? I used to fund a punk band way back when. Believe it or not, I've spent a good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we went playing, I was living up to fans' expectations. It's bad enough, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. That's what all things considered. Wait a second, you can sing? I was a frontman for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. Well, wasn't that bad at riling up the crowd. Oh, I don't. Boss, we never really got airplay. Since when did airplay have anything to do with good music? Oof. Fair point, boss. Alright, I'll tell you. The band was called Messicath! Spelled exactly the way it sounds. With big capital letters and exclamation point. What a big actor, anything. We sold a few records here and there and toured around Europe. Same story you'll hear from a bunch of other washed-up old relics, I'm sure. Had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36. Spent most of our time slumming in around East End. Picked up enough cockney to irritate the folks back out. So, truth be told, that old chapter in my life is a bit of a blur. Didn't do it for the fans or fame. We shush, didn't care about money. All that mattered to us was staying young, drunk, angry. Man's the second two. Good God. Where's the time gone? Anyway, boss, everything ends eventually, and I wash my hands of all this years ago. So let's change the subject if you don't mind. How'd you go from fronting a band to running the shadows? Wasn't as big of a leap as you think. Already had a healthy disrespect for authority. None of the magic to back it up. One nice thing about shamanism. As long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant. As long as I was scrapping with something bigger than me, he didn't much care what I did on stage or in the shadows. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. Always feeling in my heart. Gave me to laugh louder, hit harder, get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand. What the hell with them, I thought. I knew I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him, cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this, was pleased, and rewarded me with magic. I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls. So, simple life, what a good one. Take it easy, boss. Pet the puppy. Yes, in Shadowrun Dragonfall you can in fact pet the dog. That makes this a good game. How long were you drug kid butts? Ended up there after the Anarchist Revolution 39. I was just a kid back then. Too young to realize how good I was. How much money I could have made working the shadows. So, being young and dumb, fell in with the gay crowd. That was it. Alright. Out we go. Let's talk to Malites. Jeez. Our little dwarven honey over here. I acquired this trunk. You can get up and running again. I'll leave it in your hands. There was something else I wanted to talk about with you, though, Melly. For something they can play back in DVD or dub. Really? That is old tech. Very old, in fact. Just a moment, I will go look. Yes, here we are. This display has old enough hookups to connect to a DVD player. Oh, see, you know. Vintage. Player itself, this I do not have. You may wish to try your luck down at the junkyard. There's a scavenger there, a primitive man with a crude disposition. If there's anyone in the cruise bazaar who can help you find your DVD player, he can. He will most certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. But you are not here for gossip. So we conclude our business. We give you the display for, say, 2,000. Alright. Now, we've got that one gun with the data link in there. And I got a good 18. And 18,000 new yen burning a hole in my pocket here. Before I talk to that dude, I need to do a thing. I need to talk to Xavier as Keeble. Data jack there. That's 500. And an eye data jack. That'll take me down to 5 essence and leave me with 334 yen, but I think it'll be worth it. Actually, I'm gonna move that one, and instead I'm gonna take the this one here, so having the additional to hit would be nice. Basically 4.5 essence, it's fine. I'm not casting spells anyway, so doesn't matter. Alright, gave him that schematic there so we can do more things. Let's go back to the junkyard. I live in junkyard, where the weeds eat up the rain. Guten Tag. What can I do for you? Well, he tells me you men speak about DVDs. The shrew sent you my way, huh? Wonders never cease. The introductions are in order, I suppose. Shrouded bookman, at your service. Need something salvaged? Some old components? Dialect. From a DJ man? What about the DVD player? Let's see, I think I got something that'll work for you. Here we go. An old Korean player that I dug up last week. 2010 model. Real beauty. Fixed her up and got her running, but without any disc to read, I've been mostly using her as a paperweight. Sounds like what I'm looking for. How much do you want for it? Well, I admit I'm a little loath to part with her. There are plenty other folks out there who'd really appreciate an older player such as this, and I don't know what your intentions are for it. Do I have 500? Yes, I do. Okay. Got that, so it's back to the hideout. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, since I got that data jack, let's go into stash here and get that Ares Predator Smart Link pistol. Talk to Paul. Seems an Amsel has assembled the team in your absence. They stayed in a group around the old display that you and Mally delivered. On their faces you can see excitement and apprehension, curiosity and dread. CrimsonTalon, have you procured a DVD reader? I have. It's right here. Good. This should only take me a moment. Amsel disappears behind the ancient display. After a few minutes of fiddling with his pattern inputs, he reappears, a satisfied look on his face. Everything appears to be functional. The disc should be ready to play. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Start the damn thing already. CrimsonTalon went through the trouble of fetching everything. Let her do the honors. Track 1. 2034. Tell me, I think we found her. After all this time. Feuerschwinge. I knew that she wasn't dead. She survived the Dragonfall. Just as I've always said. I knew it, and I was right. Taking a team to the XOS to retrieve her. Radiation began. We will take appropriate precautions, of course, but we must go. Tell me, I think that the body may be nearby as well. Somehow she has survived. For all this time. May not be back for some time. Look after Mom, okay? I worry about her. And tell me, stay safe out there. I know that things are heating up in Berlin. I know you. Student protests, civil uprising. You'll be in the middle of it, I'm sure. Just stay safe, alright? And I'll do my best to do the same. I don't know what is going to happen when I step into the XOX. But I do know one thing. If the Feuerschwinge is still in danger, I will put an end to her. Once and for all. 2053, Christmas. Got the message that Adrian left me all those years ago. Got it cleaned up as best I could. Strange hearing his voice again. It's good to hear him, even if he did insist on calling me Hermie. Dr. Adrian Valclair, hero of the people, the Dragon Slayer, my brother. Hard to believe it's almost been 20 years. Alright, I want to start recording these DVDs again. For me, Adrian, never mind the end of washing. Every time I do this, it winds up feeling like a waste of time. What if I keep doing it anyway, on the off chance that I'll find something important? If I stumble into the clue that leads to my brother, I know I'm going to want that on film. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, after all. No sense in quitting now. Christ. 20 years. All this time, still no leads. Even with all my contacts and all my resources. Even with my legendary bullheadedness, I've made no progress at all. I haven't turned up a single goddamn thing. Want to hear something funny? Closest I've gotten to a clue was a rumor. Apparently a team emerged from the SOX a while back. Nobody's clear on the date, but get this. Supposedly, they vanished without a trace. Not much of a rumor considering. I already know that you're gone, big brother. I live with that every day. Stumbled upon this archival footage of Feuerschwinge's original attack. But months before the Dragonfall. Easy to forget how devastating that was. Adrian saved a lot of people by bringing her down. I got all the footage all queued up to play, starting it now. Additional comments to follow.
Again, for those of you joining us, we are coming to you live from Stolberg. A few hours ago, the Feuerschwinge had launched an unprovoked attack on the sleepy horse-mounted town. You can see the results behind me. Fire, ashes, and blood. We are joined tonight by a survivor of the latest and most horrifying attack. Sir, I understand that you've been through a terrible ordeal. Thanks for taking the time to speak with us tonight. Yes, of course. If you could, sir, please tell the people at home about your experience on the attack. It was horrible. Just pure chaos. So many people are dead. People I knew, were still alive or trampled to death trying to escape. My own house was burned to the ground during the attack. My family, we have nothing now. You all made it through the attack, though? Your wife, your kids? Yeah, we all made it, thank God. We rode out the attack in a small shelter. Me, my wife, and our 2 daughters. The shelter protected us, but the heat was unbearable. We couldn't have stayed in there much longer than we did. How long did you hold up in there? 3, maybe 4 hours? I don't know. We just stayed inside until the heat died down and the screaming stopped. And what happened after that? It was over, after the air cooled down. We stepped outside. There's nothing left. Just smoldering wreckage and this dense cloud of black, oily smoke. And the stench in the air. God, it smelled like roasting meat. Girls, they found what was left of their nanny outside. Her body, what was left of it, was slumped against the shelter door. I keep telling myself that I couldn't hear her pounding to get in. But that isn't true. I couldn't bring myself to open that door. I couldn't risk my family like that. Not for her. Not for anyone. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to speak with us. Yeah. You heard it here, an absolutely chilling account of tonight's attack. Again, the town of Stolberg has been reduced to ash, another victim of the fire. Stay with us for more up-to-the-minute reporting on Feuerschwinge's Reign of Terror. Okay, it's time for a new approach. Adrian's a complete dead end. That much is pretty clear by now. So I'm gonna go do some digging on Feuerschwinge instead. Let's see where this goes. Well, that was a bust. No progress on Feuerschwinge either. I know, it was weird.
Information that is there is just, oh, somehow it's too well laid out, too simple. Real life is messy, and this just feels a little too neat. It's not the only thing that's nagging at me. I got that tingly feeling knocking down the back of my neck again. Feels like I'm being tracked. I'm no Matrix hotshot like Clockwork or Schaefer. I'm good enough to know when someone's on my scent. Gotta install new security measures. Can't be too careful. Christ, I'm getting too close to something. There's a trail of bodies, and there have been disappearances. Gearbox, Marcia, Peregrine, they've all disappeared within the last few years. Gearbox just went AWOL yesterday, and they were all making the same sort of inquiries about the Feuerschwinge that I've been making. There are ghost stories spreading around the Decker community. Stories about Deckers disappearing, and then showing up again later, but wrong somehow. Scary stuff. I'm starting to think that it's true. I know the stories he's talking about, Chief. There wasn't much talking of it. Not so bad. Could these rumors be related to what's happening here? Am I being paranoid? No, I don't think so. Something big is happening here, and I'm right in the middle of it. That's a bit of a leap. One other thing. Tolstoy told me a story about a kill team that might be related to this. Apparently, a Decker named Hellbore posted a theory about Feuerschwinge to the Shadowrun BBS about 5 years ago. And about an hour later, a mil-spec team showed up in the meat space and cooked our entire apartment, with her in it. If what Tolstoy told me was true, Hellbore live posted the event. She described her killer, this great big orb with skin grafts, and the whole thread disappeared, gone without a trace. Think he probably good love? Sounds like he's on the right track to me. I'm just gonna say, go right ahead and say it. This has got to be Feuerschwinge. All of it. Adrian was right about her. She's alive, and she's out of the SOX. She's covering her tracks, working the shadows, preparing to rise again. And that means I have to find you, Adrian. For everyone's sake. Thankfully, I've got a lead. First time in 2 decades, I've got a solid goddamn lead. I'll backtrace all the Matrix nodes that Hellbore was looking into, back before she got cooked. Whoever's been purchasing the Matrix didn't think about that. And I found that she turned up a set of map coordinates. Now I've got a target, a place to start digging. The Harfeld Manor, conveniently located on an isolated stretch of countryside, miles away from Bright Eyes. Matrix records indicate that some sort of data vault exists beneath the estate, so that's what I need to get into. This is where we came in. I think I'm going to tap Schaefer for this job. She's got the skills to bypass whatever security they're running there, and she's gullible enough to take the job in the first place. I'll feed her some line about flux state security, and she'll lead it up with a spoon. I warned her. Time to put some plans in motion. By this time tomorrow night, I should have all the information that I need. And on the off chance that Schaefer gets taken out, well, that'll tell me something too. Can't make an offer on that. Until then. Suspicions confirmed. Schaefer dead. Christ. Okay. Back up. Slow down. Start from the beginning. Got the call from my contact in the Cruise Bazaar. Schaefer killed on the estate run. Matrix security at the estate cooked her brain. Considering Schaefer's skill and expertise, on-site ice must have been extreme, even by Berlin standards. Security of that kind costs money, real money. Given the evidence uncovered so far, corporate involvement, unlikely. Connection to the Feuerschwinge is too strong. So, let's come right out and say it. The dragon is what we're dealing with here. And the smart money says she's coming for me next. Well, I won't go down without a fight. Still got my contacts. Still got my connections. And the flux state can be a hell of a weapon for the man who knows how to manipulate it. Time for me to make my play. Ghost stories or no, missing deckers or no, I've got to jack into the Matrix and start pulling strings. Countermeasures I installed earlier should be more than enough to keep me safe for the 20 minutes I'll be in here. Schaefer's death was tragic. She was a staunch supporter of the F-State. Still, all things considered, better her than me. Christ, what a dick. You're watching me, and I guess that they caught up to me. They will be after you too now. What the hell is this? Why didn't you warn me about this before I came here? We didn't know. Not exactly. Not exactly. I didn't come here to get hunted by a dragon. I'm not even a part of this. You are now, whether you like it or not. So quiet down and stop bothering her. Whoever you are, whatever you think you're after, you need to find Dr. Adrian Valclair. Not because he's my brother, but because if Feuerschwinge is rising again, he's the only one who can stop her. You've seen what happens to people who get too close to this. I'm dead, and dozens of others have died. You'll be next, unless you can find Adrian. What a bag of dicks. Dragon. Son of a bitch. Green Winters sent us up against a dragon. Feuerschwinge. She lives. I'm really starting to regret the fact that I didn't just stay at the hotel. Wait a second, we don't know for certain. The evidence seemed pretty convincing to me, love. I'll even take it a step further. I think that secret facility that we stumbled into was her lair. Just think about it. The Decker that Winters got the coordinates from was posting about Feuerschwinge. Then she was killed by that same orcish bastard that attacked us after Monika died. There's a direct link between the dragon, the scarred orc, and the Harfeld Manor. And then Winters was killed by the same thing that killed Monika. Exactly. My gut tells me that the dragon is down near CrimsonTalon, someplace far beneath the surface. I think that we knocked down the door to her lair without even knowing it. I don't think that, given what we've seen, the dragon will do whatever it takes to keep us quiet about it. Okay, going after the assumption that there is a dragon, and that she will come after us, what do you propose we do about it? Anyone have any suggestions? What we need is information. I think we should pick up where Winters left off. We need to find Valclair. And how are you planning to do that? Winters spent 20 years searching for him, and got him nowhere. With the help of an information broker. I'll go talk to Altic then. For this, no. Well, Eric Bergazi is very capable. A task of this magnitude is beyond him. We need to make contact with the premier information broker in Berlin. We need to talk to Alice. Alice? Best of luck. I hope that you're rich. For this, rich enough. If only just. Who is this Alice? The most prominent figure in Berlin's shadow community. Ex-Schuck Wellenreiter. She provides information retrieval services for the F-State. If Winters was right, if Valclair is still alive, she can help us find him. Here, your key to speak with Alice. Cred stick? An encoded cred stick, yes? 10,000 new yen. Alice will not show her face for less. This represents the last of my personal savings, CrimsonTalon. Make this meeting count. Where do I need to go? Take the U-Bahn to the Altstadt Span. There you will find a connecting tube that the locals refer to as the rabbit hole. You will find a method for contacting Alice there. Don't call her that in front of her, though. We're on the street as she hates it. Please hurry. While you're out, I will work on acquiring new contracts for the team. Alice is the best that there is for what she does. And her services carry a price tag to match. So she's our little Chris Jericho then? Okay. Jobs directory, see if there's any jobs for us. Nope. Well, alright then. Well, let's go ask Alice. I think she'll know. One bill makes you larger and one bill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. Anywhere you go, chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall. Tell 'em a hookah, smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Hyper, send that to the search. Alright, investigate the only active console in this sterile expanded viewbond platform is an old video arcade machine. The CRT monitor set into the machine's cabinet glows invitingly. Cheerful, pixelated graphics swirl and dance on the screen. Investigating. At the base of the control panel, you find a cleverly hidden input port. This port is shrouded in black plastic, and it appears to be the approximate shape of a typical cred stick. Alright, let's insert the cred stick that we got. Internal motors grip the cred stick and pull it into the machine. It disappears into the port, and the screen goes black. Moments later, a video image fills the screen. The picture is dark and grainy, a far cry from the bright, colorful sprites that previously inhabited the display. On the screen is a dimly lit office. The place looks like it was pulled straight from an old detective movie. From the Venetian blinds on the windows, to great swaths of shadow that paint the walls black. Center stage, sitting behind a large mahogany desk, is the silhouette of an impressive-looking woman in a charcoal gray suit. The tip of a cigarette glows cherry red in the shadows. She leans forward into the light, and you catch your first glimpse of Alice. Her face is all hard lines and sculpted angles, with high cheekbones and almond eyes. Her lips are painted a frigid blue, but the look in her eyes is even colder. The head of lustrous black hair is interspersed with thin streams of cyan light. Alice exhales a plume of smoke, and then tips her cigarette into a nearby ashtray. She fixes her eyes on you, and her lips curl into a humorous smile. We're on your dime, friend. Tell me what you're looking for. I need you to find someone for me. Dr. Adrian Valclair. The Dragon Slayer. Interesting. He's been missing for a long time. So call ahead and brief you about this? That isn't how I operate. Besides, I need a briefing to recognize the name Valclair. Trivia is a passion of mine. Alright, here's how this is going to work. When you give me the go-ahead, I'm going to start gathering information for you. Once I've finished, you're going to bring me a cred stick encoded with the encryption key that I'll provide for you. That cred stick will have 50,000 new yen on it. When I get my cred stick, you get your information. This is the deal. Take it or leave it. Price gouging, huh? For a neo-anarchist, you behave an awful lot like an old-world profiteer. I wasn't aware that there was a difference between the two. In all seriousness, I'm charging you what the job is worth. Do you know how much work it takes to find a digital ghost? There's going to be wet work, breaking into government archives. Hell, I may even have to commission an expedition into the SOX. This is a serious undertaking, friend. Do we have a deal? Or don't we? Alright, Alice? It's a deal. Okay, but remember, you say go, and I go. From that point on, you're on the hook to pay me my fee. No turning back, no refunds. Are we square on this? Yeah, we're square. Are you on the square? Are you on the level? Are you ready to swing right here, right now, for the devil? That you're on the square, that you're on the level, that you're ready to stand right here, right now. CrimsonTalon, did you make contact with Alice? Yes, I did. She accepted your payment, and I ordered the search for the information we need. Very good. I can't imagine that this is going to be cheap. What was Alice's stated price? Well, you're right on that count. 50,000 yen. It is about as I expected. Thankfully, we're prepared for this. I've established contact with a number of new clients. You can find information on the jobs logged on your mission computer. One jobs file is on there already. While you're working to earn Alice's fee, I will continue to dig for clues about Feuerschwinge. If she is, in fact, roosting under the Heartfelt Manor, there must be some evidence to support that fact. Dragon is a large thing to hide, after all. Be careful, Paul. Just remember what happened to Monika. I'll never forget. Don't worry, CrimsonTalon. I'm going to conduct my investigation the old-fashioned way. Through context deduction and careful observation. Not jack into the Matrix until this entire sorry episode is finished. That's probably wise. Speaking of doing things the old-fashioned way, my lead is working on a way to recover information off those other DVDs. It's a painstaking process. It will not be quick, but she is optimistic she'll be successful in time. Finally, I've been checking up on our friend, the orc with the skin grass. I haven't heard anything back yet, but I'll keep you appraised as the situation develops. That's good, Paul. I'll check up on those other jobs. One last thing before you go. Samuel Beckenbauer wanted me to pass a message to you. Do you know him? The orc who runs the shelter across the way? Can't say that I know him, no. Well, he has a job for you. He wouldn't discuss it with me, but he promised that it would be worth your time. I'll keep it in mind. Alright, let's check the comp here once the game lets me. Gotta raise a bunch of money. New message. Would like to arrange a meeting between you and one of our representatives. You'll find him at a cafe nearby. His name is Luca Durer. I'll be expecting you. Come on. Data steal. Sam Beckenbauer has approached me with an offer of work. Apparently an associate of his has learned some disturbing details regarding the Berlin chapter of the Humanist Poli Club. We would like to contract your team to investigate these rumors. Beckenbauer was unwilling to discuss the specifics of the job in your absence. He has requested that you speak with him in person at your earliest convenience. Here you will find a complete transcript of my conversation with Fuchs, a potential client. The job seems to be relatively straightforward, and the payout is reasonable. One word of caution before you proceed. There are aspects of this run that you may find morally troubling. Be sure to read and understand the specifics of this job before accepting. If you do accept, you will be expected to carry out the requirements of the job in full. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified and I will make all the necessary preparations for the run. Herr Hansel? Yes, I am here. To whom am I speaking? You may call me Herr Fuchs. Very well. Please describe the work that you would like to have done. Straight to the point? I like that. Very well. Very well. I would like to retain your team services to clean up on this. Go on. My employers dispatched a team of operatives to complete the quiet operation at a local sharing pharma AG lab. Unfortunately, they botched the job. The team was eliminated, but we have reliable information that one of the operatives has been taken captive. If this rogue agent were to spill information leading back to my employers, it would lead to a corporate war. A great many lives would be lost. My employers would like nothing more than to prevent such a tragic turn of events. I see. You wish to retain my team's services to tie up loose ends? Exactly. The captive operative is a rigger by the name of Thorvald Instad. We need him neutralized before he can inform on us to his captors. As Instad and his team have already put the facility on high alert, stealth will not be an option. Your team will need to shoot its way in, eliminate Instad, and exit the facility. Straightforward enough task and well within my team's capabilities. What are you offering in terms of pay? 15,000 million. This offer is non-negotiable. Very well. I'll pass the offer on to my team. Very good. Good day, Herr Hansel. So, we're assassins. I mean, we need the money. Shall maybe yes. No words for us. Okay. Alright. So, we got some things to do, and I think we're going to start doing them next time. So, until next time, there you go.